If you love music, then do more than just listen. Connor's Music.
Welcome to John Connors Live. We're live on October 16th at 8, depending on what clock I look at, 8:29 or 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I was going to start early, and then I got chatting away here, and we started right on time, I think. So that was actually worked out great. I was chatting away with my, let's go, you want producer as a title, audio engineer, helper. You can be my little helper. Yeah, that's the one we're going to go with. Okay. So big thank you to Kyle. You can't see him, you can't hear him, but he is helping out on the side here and making this, make sure it sounds good. So that's some of the fun we're having on John Connors Live this week. So another thing that is exciting going on at Connors Music, and we're going to take some time to chat about today, is the great guitar giveaway returns to Connors Music. We have the guitar here. We're going to chat about the guitar. And for those of you watching, you're going to get an opportunity to get yourself a free ballot. So make sure you say hey, and I'll tell you how you can get a free ballot. Hey, Phil, how's it going? Rock on, man. What we went ahead with is we partnered with Epiphone for the great guitar giveaway this year. We've actually partnered with them in the past before because they're really a great company to work with, and they make a great guitar. So those check. So when we approached them again this year, said we want to do the great guitar giveaway again, they said yeah, and they gave us a bunch of guitars to look at, and we chatted back and forth, and we landed on an iconic guitar, one that I don't think anyone who plays electric guitar or would like to play electric guitar wouldn't appreciate having in their fleet. And I'm going to share screen so I can show you an artist who is who played this guitar iconically. So let me go to share a screen, and you're going to see this here. Ding. Oh yeah, I don't need. I just need to select the tab to share. See? Window? Yeah, there we go. We'll just do that. You'll see everything I'm doing in the background. Okay, there we go. So here is Angus Young of AC/DC rocking out on the SG, and we've got we've got the Epiphone Gibson inspired by Epiphone SG that I'm going to pull out and show you guys here in a second. Ooh, that's awkward. Okay, that's like one of those moments in a movie where you look in the mirror, and then you see in the mirror, and then it keeps going deeper and deeper. So sorry about that if that messed with anyone's head. Hey, Dan, how's it going? I'm glad we got a few people. We got some eyeballs here, so hopefully you guys can take advantage of this opportunity during John Connors Live to get yourself a free ballot for the great guitar giveaway. So here's the catch, though. Before we do this, and before you participate in our little challenge we're about to do here, you do have to be here to win it. So we're going to do the draw Saturday, October 26th at 5 p.m. This is during our Midnight Madness sale, and you have to be here to win it. So if you're not planning on making the trek over to Connors Music in Keswick, Ontario on Saturday, October 26th at 5 p.m., then maybe I would suggest don't try to get yourself a free ballot, because if we pull the ballot out and I read Phil Lacey and you're not here, Phil, then we're gonna have to say, oh, Phil's not here, and then move on to the next name. And then every time somebody sees you around town, they're gonna be like, you would have won the guitar, man. So you don't want to have that happen. So let's start the game. All we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab this Gibson inspired Epiphone SG, just like the one you saw in the image that Angus Young was playing, and I'm gonna play an AC/DC riff, a little bit of it, and the first person I see in the comment thread, so I know depending on your platform, if you're watching on Twitch or if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, it may post to yours first, but it's whoever comes into my thread first with the name of the song as accurate as possible, you get a free ballot. Okay. And I've got 3 of these and we got 3 riffs. And, but if you don't win, don't fret. Pardon the guitar pun. You can make your way into Connor's Music between now and the Friday, the 25th, when we close at 6 p.m. Any expenditure of $10 or more. So for every $10, you get a ballot to win the guitar too. So there's a still a way for you to win. All right, let me grab the guitar. I'm going to show it off here, and then we're going to do the riffs and do the challenge. So I think we got enough people watching here to make this a fun game. So everyone get ready to name that tune in a moment. But first, the reveal of the guitar. Oh, I should have muted that, eh? Had it all live. All right, here we go. So check out the beauty headstock. Look at that thing. Oh, and the reflection on the O-ring, the ring light. You can see it's a gloss finish. You can see everything. Man. So this is, I'm going to show it to you here. Zoom down there. All right, so that is the guitar. This is the guitar that I'm reading this from the Epiphone website. You ready? This is the guitar that powered the first generation of hard rock. The Epiphone SG standard from the new Inspired by Gibson collection recreates the legendary 1960s classic that powered the first generation of hard rock and heavy metal bands, including The Who, Cream, AC/DC, and Black Sabbath. The guitar featured the historic SG profile with batwing pickguard and a pair of Epiphone's Alnico Classic Pro humbuckers. I've got it in the bridge position here, so it's ready to rock. We got beautiful 18-to-1 ratio Epiphone Deluxe tuners. They look like Clousons, but they do say Epiphone Deluxe on them. And what else does it have? It also has the Kalamazoo headstock, which is classy looking. Rolled neck for a comfortable feel, and I will say it is super comfortable to play. Graph Tech, Canadian Graph Tech, new bone nut, and I've noticed a beautiful sustain, and I love these nuts. So era appropriate wiring and CTS pots. So there you go. This is the guitar, the great guitar giveaway. All right, so for the challenge here, I'm going to set up and I'm going to do, like I said, some riffs from an AC/DC tune. I'm plugged in. I keep delaying it, right? It's like one of those like reality shows where like, and after this break, we'll reveal. So I've got it plugged in through the Hughes and Kettner Amp-Man. This guy here. You've seen me do this before. And Kyle and I spent a bit of time getting the right rock tone for today's show. And that's all coming right out of the Amp-Man, direct from the DI into our Personas interface coming to you. And I think we got our volume issues from last week worked out, but let me know if you think there needs to be more guitar. I'm just joking. Everyone thinks there should be more guitar. All right, so to recap, I'm going to play some AC/DC riffs. You put in the comments the title of the song. The first one I see in my thread, I'll post it on the screen, and then I'll write your name on the ballot. Instead of email, I'm going to write John Connors Live or JC Live. That way we know if your winning ticket came from this, and then we'll put it in the ballot box for you. Again, don't comment if you don't think you can make it here on Saturday, or send, a special person from your house, a proxy, they call it, on Saturday, October 26th at 5 p.m. is when we're going to do the draw. All right, here comes the first riff. Ready? right, there we go. So the first comment was easy, but I won't be there at 5. Here, I'm going to take the reverb off. Kyle, I think you're going to have to remind me if I start talking with no reverb because I'm doing a lot of back and forth. But the winning ticket, winning free raffle ticket, I better be clear. I'm not giving away the guitar tonight, is going to go to Dan DeMarco. Thank you for Back in Black. What are you doing that night, Phil? You got to come. So I'm writing Dan DeMarco. Yeah, I didn't pick obscure AC/DC songs. I will let you know that. And then we're going to write JC Live. All right. So there we go. I'm going to show that to everyone here at home because Dan's name is there anyway. So Dan DeMarco, and he won it through John Connors Live. So that will then go into the ballot box right when we're done the show. Now, Dan, you are able, if you're quick on the AC/DC knowledge and you're quick on the keyboard, quicker than the other people that are watching, you can win all 3 ballots. There's no once you've won, you're out or anything like that. So Phil says he'll be there during the day. He's going to come to Midnight Madness and join in on the festivities and the fun, but can't make it in the evening. So, but you can't send anyone. You don't have anyone who could come and claim this beautiful guitar for you. Take a second to think about that before doing the next riff here. Try to decide which one I'm going to do next. I think I know. Okay, I just wanted to pause a little bit to give Phil a second to think if he wants to guess. All right, so we're going to do the next riff now and give away the second free ballot. Again, if you don't get a free ballot during John Connors Live tonight, no worries. You can make your way into the store anytime between now and Friday. And he says, no, go ahead. You're such a good guy, Phil. He wants somebody else to win it, I think. And you know what? I'll wait till after this. We'll talk about other guys who play SGs. But yeah, he wants somebody else to win it, so that's cool. So we're gonna do the next riff and win the next ballot here to get a chance to win this guitar. Here we go. Oops. Do the intro again. Come on, guys. Phil says it sounds great. Oh, maybe we should stop sharing that window. I will. Okay. But nobody guessed. Nobody guessed the tune. All right. So, there we go. Okay. All right. So I'm going to tell you what that one was. And then the next tune is going to be worth 2. So that was, he just beat me to it. That was close. And he's got half the title. So, okay. What's the first half of the title, Dan? I'm going to give you a second to add. You've got half the title. I waited. He was being nice. He wanted to give other people a chance. You two are the only ones in on the comment thread today. There's lots of people watching. They're just like, they're bystanders tonight. That's okay. But Dan, do you know the first 3 words of the title? It's a 6-word title. Oh, you can't remember. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm sorry, Dan. You didn't quite get it close enough. You only got 50% of the title. So the next song, I'm moving on now. It's over. Okay. The next song is now going to be worth 2 ballots. Dan was so close. Okay. So 2 ballots up for grabs because Dan forgot that you shook me all night long. So close though, Dan. And you got the first one. Maybe I think it would be apropos if Dan actually gets this last one and gets both ballots. So we'll see. But again, anyone else watching there could surprise us and leap in with the guess for this last one. This is an iconic AC/DC riff. All right, so we're going to set this up. Again, this is your last chance to get a free ballot during John Connors Live. Here we go. He says, no problem. I'm waiting. Here we go. Thank you, Dan. I'm glad Dan got it there. It was kind of funny. I made a little mistake. Kyle saw it, which was I put something over top of the comment thread, so I couldn't see what the new comments were that were coming in. So when Jess said, hi, John, and how you doing, Jess? I was like, oh, we got a guess here. But then I couldn't see Dan's guess next too. So Jess, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. And Dan, congratulations on getting the other 2 ballots as well. So Dan gets all 3 free ballots. And I'm going to do those up now. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to tell you up front, Jess, I'm good. And I'm glad you are. And Phil says, way to go, Dan. He's rooting for you. JC Live. I just hope one of these ballots wins. I think that'll be kind of fun. So when we read it out, we'll go, Dan DeMarco. And you won this one by guessing. How do you spell your name? DeMarco. It can be messy and it'll still work. All right, here. So Dan says, thank you. And Dan, here's your other 2 ballots. There you go, Dan and Dan. So you can see it under the lights. Okay, those are all going in the ballot box. And he spelled it for me. Thank you. Oh, I didn't do the capital M. Oh, well. We'll still give it to you. Okay, so I noticed 2 other iconic, might be a stretch for one of them, but 2 other SG players in my vicinity. One who I'm going to cover a song, and it's actually a cover of a cover, but whatever. But also my sound engineer and helper today, Kyle, plays an Epiphone, an SG black too, like this. Oh, it's red. It's red. His is red. But is it left-handed? Yeah, because he's left-handed. But it's actually left-handed. You don't play it upside down or anything like that. It's a lefty SG because they do make that. This exact model does come in red and white, but the giveaway is this exact Gibson-inspired SG. All right, so the other guy, I'm going to share screen again to do this. Okay, let's get rid of that. Is a Canadian guitarist. Now, he might be better known for a different guitar, but here we go. So I'm going to share that. There we go. So this is Gordy Johnson with his Gibson SG. You can see he's got a Bigsby on it. He might be a little better known for the double neck. I think a lot of people have seen him playing that double neck. But he's rocked the SG for a long time as well. So that's kind of fun. And so when I was trying to think of another tune that we could do that had, that kind of gritty tone, but I also wanted to sing, and I've tried singing AC/DC. It does not gel well with me. Phil is adding something very insightful here, Kyle. Tony Iommi is a lefty and he had a signature SG with the crosses on it. Yeah, that's super cool. Good suggestion there, Phil. But I'm not doing that's Black Sabbath, right? Yeah, I'm not doing a Black Sabbath tune. I'm going to do a Gordy Johnson cover of a great old rock tune, but this tone I think is perfect for it. So let me cue up and do that for you. Thanks for tuning in the show tonight, and thanks for all the comments and guesses, guys. And thanks for just saying, hey, Jess. I really appreciate this, guys. And don't forget to come by and get your ballots in store. And also don't forget to come to Connor's Music on the 26th to hopefully win the guitar. But also, everyone's a winner at Midnight Madness. So come anytime between 9 a.m. and midnight on the 26th. All right, here we go. Here's tune. Hey, I got some Epiphones in the background that might be on sale. You never know. You never know. Just in store. You can check with us on the 26th. Big Sugar, Dear Mr. Fantasy.
Dear Mr. Fantasy, play a safe tune. Something to make us all happy. Do anything, take us out of this room. Sing a song, play guitar, make us happy. You are the one who can make us all laugh. By doing that, you break out in tears. Please don't be sad, it was the stage when you had. We wouldn't have known you all these years. Dear Mr. Fantasy, play us a tune. Something to make us all happy. Do anything, take us out of this room. Break it down, sing a song, make us happy. You are the one who can make us all laugh. By doing that, you break out in tears. Please don't be sad, it was the stage when you had. We would
All right, make sure you get your way in here to Connor's Music, get your ballot, because this is a sweet guitar. It's fun to play. It sounds great, and it could be yours for free. Drop by if you have any other questions about how that works. And Dan, good luck, and thanks again for all the guesses there. You rocked it tonight, Dan. All right, thanks again, everyone. Have a great night. Oh, and Phil says, nicely played, John, with the applause. Thank you so much for that, Phil. And everyone have a great night, and we'll see you at the Great Guitar Giveaway and at Midnight Madness. Have a great night.
If you love music, then do more than just listen. Connor's Music.